The basketball world is in mourning, not just in South Dakota, but across the country, as legendary coach Don Meyer died Sunday morning following a 6-year battle with cancer. Meyer spent the last 11 years of his coaching career at Northern State University in Aberdeen, and in Aberdeen is where Meyer passed away at home this morning after recently entering hospice care. Meyer coached the game of basketball at the college ranks for 38 years, and upon his retirement in 2010, Meyer was the men's all-time career leader in wins with 923. And despite having his name covering the record books, his most important legacy stretches beyond the game of basketball.
I don't know that even myself or Aberdeen community or the state of South Dakota realize how fortunate we are and how lucky we are to have a man like Coach Meyer around to teach us those life lessons, to be out and about giving all these talks and things like that. And that's going to be deeply missed. But I love the man, and he's just had a really big influence on my life, and I couldn't ask for anything more but to be able to spend 5 years with him and to know that man.
I wish I could have even more let him know how much I admire him and you know, how much he meant to our profession, but also how much he meant, you can just tell, I've had some of his former players worked for me. I've been, you know, involved with various players that had something to do with Coach Meyer, and just the effect he's had on their lives now as they're much older, and husbands and fathers and just great people in the community, and to know that his tree will continue to grow forever. It will always be a Don Meyer tree, and just his legacy will be second to none.
Funeral arrangements are pending, but a service will be held at the Barnett Center on the campus of Northern State University in Aberdeen. Switching gears, and the Canaries are unbeatable at home this year. The Birds are just fantastic inside the birdcage. Yes, I know they have only played 2 games at home this year, but hey, you got to enjoy that perfection while you can. And it was a big day at the birdcage filled with dogs for the annual Bark in the Park. And early on, Canaries pitcher Kyle Vasquez has the top dog as he gets Tommy Mendoza looking. Mendoza not a fan of the call, but it stands. Vasquez was perfect through 4. But the big issue the Birds had was generating runs. Man on first, but Steven Branca grounds into the double play to end the threat. Then in the bottom of the 4th, the Birds, they have the bases juiced with 1 out. Branca hits with this one deep, but for some reason the Canaries don't let Brandon Jones tag. The Birds would ground out to end the inning. We were scoreless after 4, but a lot has changed in this one. Sioux City leads the Birds big in the later innings. The Twins also in action today, looking to earn a 3-game sweep over Seattle at home. Twins' Trevor Plouffe gets things going in the 3rd. He breaks a scoreless tie with a 2-run single to right, but that is the only positive from the day for the Twins. In the 4th, the Mariners fight back. It's Sile Seager. He knocks in a run with this little blooper to center field, falls in front of Aaron Hicks. But then in the 5th, it's Michael Saunders for the Mariners, and he's going to triple this one to right, ties it at 2. And Seattle, they go on to top the Twins, winning 6-2. That's a look at sports. We'll all be right back.